has
Oh,
been
yeah.
a hot minute. Been a week and a half, I think.
And like
100 years.
I think the craziest cosplay I saw at FanFest was somebody actually cosplaying Athena. Like,
Oh my god, with the wings.
Like
yeah, with
this
the
one?
wings.
No.
Yeah,
Wow.
this one.
Kit 10!
Kitten would like to raid.
Let the cat raid May.
Let them raid. Let them raid.
This isn't cat. This is my cat.
Oh,
You will not hear Snowball because my fuck, I've lost the train of thought.
Great, countdown.
Yeah.
Noise
It's just,
suppression too strong.
Food check.
We won't we won't hear Snowball because May doesn't have a Yeti Snowball. Therefore, Snowball cannot be heard.
actually, that
That's
is no
That's a
snowball.
generous Prog countdown.
It's
Also,
fine.
I wiped Key's group last week because a spider walked on my bare foot.
Nice. Also,
What?
it isn't a frog countdown, it's a kill countdown.
never kill
Yeah,
her.
you.
We got her to 50% and like obviously her rage is 50%.
You
Yeah.
So we're pushing through it. And
Right down more. It is
What?
south side.
I did not.
And we will swap out. One.
Number
So
two.
there's a
Wait,
two.
am I dumb?
What?
I am dumb.
Yeah, I am also dumb.
I am jumping.
Alright, good warm up.
I feel like we're missing a couple of people.
Oh hey, I have a new spot for this.
Do we need a
Yeah, I'm in the back.
You're at the back.
Okay.
Don't die.
Don't die.
But we're wiping.
Not IRL, me. Not IRL.
What?
7 seconds.
This wasn't an IRL wipe group?
Yeah, we aren't wiping IRL.
There's no
We need
Kool-Aid?
therapy.
I was lied to.
It's fine.
I forgot this at my stream.
Because you were busy streaming Maple Story.
You know?
Resi, do you have your stream up?
Yep.
Awesome.
Okay. South side. We
I was doing it during the last pull.
stay. We will stay.
Hello? Where'd my laser go?
It went to me. Question
Why?
mark.
What?
Strange.
Yeah.
DPS.
Sorry,
serves
Astra, I don't know what I
counterclockwise.
did.
Look northwest. DPS counterclockwise, supports clockwise.
So
Oh.
is the
I'm a bit scared here.
I'm
Oh, I didn't
my
move out, sorry.
God.
Jake is the left side.
That's a lot of towers.
Ah!
Just to confirm, with the melee lineup, am I first or second?
You're first.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Just to make sure.
I'm apparently rusty. Dark Tower goes on person Dark Tether is attached to, correct?
Light.
You're on a
Okay.
slot.
Okay.
What's the opposite one?
Okay. Let's do.
And you'll... Why 8 seconds?
Magic
Eight
number.
the round number.
Because you said 7.
Hate
Okay.
me.
Ah, why was Passage of Arms so chunky?
Graphics update.
South side. And we will swap up the 2. 1, 2. That went from moon.
Huh.
I was like, wow, I'm not sure how it didn't get baited correctly. Alright. Pay attention. Safe side is the left side of the first bit.
The other left.
I just of the hat.
Wow.
It's okay. You will tank this stuff.
Oh, I now get your right and left callouts.
Yeah, it's like half of the arena twice. That's all you can do, because like, I'm not going to call like column 1 and column 3 or some shit. It's too many words. Alright, zip chain.
Okay, it was dark on the left, light on the right. Last roll.
Left, light laser goes left, dark laser goes right.
Out.
in
and-
partners.
Partners?
I think so.
This is a big out, by the way. Big out.
It's going clockwise.
This way.
I lived.
Out
Out
first,
first.
and then
And then in. And then
Just get out of that. Makes sense. Okay. Keep drugging. We gotta de-rust. We haven't been with it.
yeah.
Light,
It's just
light
so hard.
laser, and dark other debuffs go left. Dark laser and light other debuffs go right. And then for the
Yeah.
final in out, light towers go left, right towers go right.
Just resolve everything somewhat in the same ways. So it's all good. Even shorter now.
Crumple, crumple.
Okay. Timer.
What?
South side. We will stay. Stay. Wow. Did you get toesied?
I got two. I don't know.
May I think you're a little too far from the center?
So I should be like there.
As close to the line as you can be, really.
Okay. You ready? It's right side is safe. It's just a raid way. Just an alley. Alright, tank busters.
Not a raid wide doesn't even bleed anymore.
Right? What is this? We're really mixing up the game here.
What if all the bleeds are in P2?
Probably. Alright, get ready? Super chain 1. But clearly it's gonna be getting. We are going northwest.
And
Clock
clocks.
and in.
In
Going clockwise. Supports our towers. Out.
guys.
Out,
Okay.
out, out, out.
Ooh!
Towers.
And wings. No, we don't do that one. That's okay.
Remember, towers are up front, close to the boss. Everyone else should be back, so as not to get clipped by towers.
So if I had Dark Man and the like holy thing, I should have been not in the tower.
Yeah, if you have the
If
holy
you've
thing,
got-
you're always back.
If you have
Okay.
2 debuffs, you want to get the hell away from that inside the hitbox spot. And then the color can somewhat determine where you go. So if you have a light one, then you
I
go
need a
on the
second.
left side. Whatever. As far as rolls and stuff like that, yeah. I figure melee can like go behind the boss if they can get there, and range can go like diagonally away from where the towers would spawn. We need reps. It's not a problem. However, I do need a drink. Oh, it's not an hour.
Alright.
Okay. Okay.
Say whatever you said, did not hear. Okay.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
Okay. Count. Count.
North side. We will stay.
That looks good.
Better. Get ready for number 2. Left side is right side. Not even a bleed wave.
Why am I even shaking?
Super Chain 1 is after this.
A fabric of creation.
It's southwest, out, and
Partners,
partners.
out.
Clockwise again.
In.
Out, out, out. Yeah.
Ow.
Oh, hey, the Dark Tower dropped right on me. Ow.
Yeah, tower's gotta be up front.
I was like, I had a debuff I don't recognize. This must be the tower. But I didn't tell anyone. So. It's like, this doesn't look like a laser. What is this one? I don't know. I guess I'll go with the dark stack and then see what happens. I don't have 2 debuffs. I guess it's the tower. Alright.
Out, down.
Okay.
It always supports in DPS with the grouping. Like if it's the 4 holies, there's always the 4 supports.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
We have a screenshot of the 4 buffs at that point somewhere, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, it's
they're
just a little bit up in chat if you just scroll up in
North
chat.
side. And we will swap up the 2.
Titan now.
1 and 2.
Aiming.
Joggers.
Hi, tanks.
Paradigm 2 momentarily. Check the debuffs and tethers. Orient yourself to the northwest. Safe spot is the left side. Left side is safe. Okay. And this non-existent buster into tank buster. That's a decent rate, like 50k.
Yeah, it's still really small for a Final Four. Red wide, but
Yeah, with no secondary.
Wait, and
Super
shield.
chain,
There's 3 of them.
super chain, yeah, that's true.
I mean, I
Super
don't.
chain.
Never really right.
Alright, focus up. Focus up. And go southwest,
Out partners.
out and partners.
not clockwise.
Counterclockwise.
I think
Oop! The other counterclockwise.
In the net.
First.
Got the tower. Woo!
Oh.
Blah.
Okay.
Alright.
So at that last step,
Okay.
everyone who's not a tower or a laser is stepping back. The towers are stepping forward and dropping them, and then the lasers are picking up the tower opposite color their debuffs?
Yep.
Is that right?
Yes. The lasers will also step back to start because they don't want
Okay.
the towers to drop on them.
But they
So-
do a Macarena move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only
So
towers
we
up
can-
front to drop them, and then the lasers will step in afterwards to catch them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I guess what we can do is have lasers kind of like in a middle line, so kind of like in line with just where we were for the mechanic.
Yep.
Have towers step in and then have the puddles step out.
Towers go in immediately, lasers go in after a second.
Yeah.
It'll be hard to have the towers or the lasers like in the middle if it's in then out. Well, then the towers could just go out more.
Yes.
Yeah.
The towers
I
just
guess
go
it's
out
like-
more and the lasers kind of like go at a wider angle, I guess.
The lasers don't happen in that set, right?
No, they don't.
Yeah, they don't. We're just saying that
The towers, the lasers are just the catchers.
Yeah. As long as you make it to the spot and you don't get hit, doesn't really matter what you're doing. But
Yeah.
Yeah, it just seems like
leaving the
having
middle
these
space is the
people
only
with them-
relevant thing because that's going to be deadly. Don't go there. Yeah. All right. Let's just keep working on it. Obviously, it's a
Yeah.
practice thing. It's a
Yeah.
practice thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most games are very perfect.
Uh-oh.
Half broken how?
I'm not getting animation.
Ah,
Are you lagging?
No.
Check what your RAM is at right now. Like RAM or
North side. We will swap up to 2. 1. 2.
I did that. But just
Hey,
enough
it's
to
working better when I
catch
use
up.
that dot that Lyra told me about.
Okay. Paradigm at 2. Safe side is left.
Need a dark partner at D.
Oh, it's me.
Goodbye, May. Wow.
You're so dead.
It's like 500k or something. It's not.
Yeah.
I went for the wrong partner.
Actually, let me check this. It's the normal 1.2 GB.
May, did you see the picture of all the debuffs, by the way?
Yes. And that helps me to identify what the hell a tower is.
Yeah. The tower is just the single debuff that isn't the short timer.
Also, it looks like a tower.
It does look like a tower.
Oh my
Meow.
god.
Looks like lasers, towers, and people.
Well, it looks like it looks like towers, weird lightning bolts, and stuff.
To be real, it looks like blood weapon.
It do be looking like blood weapon. Remember, I think it was P12S when Reaper blue button buffs
Yes.
screwed up our call.
May, we had to do P2S again, and we have a Reaper
Did it
again,
happen?
and it. I didn't call it because I caught it because I still remember that, but my first reaction was, the Reaper has it, and then I said, nope, nope. I remember. Look for somebody else. Okay, it's that one. But I almost fucking called it.
What a time.
I've never forgotten. So, are you good?
Some sort of technical difficulty.
Do you need to like restart it? Okay. Count down.
Count down.
Are there 2 car bombs?
May, how come you don't change yours to Celine?
You know, I should really get on that.
Celine's pretty cool. She has AoE cleanses and a speed and a haste buff.
South
I
side
want to see everything except for the middle.
and Yo. You stay. You stay. Paradigm at 2 shortly. Right side is safe. 50 togles away from the middle.
Joya, no!
No, I'll never get the clear.
Anyway, tank moment.
Really 0 damage. The damage down though, I guess.
It's just a mark of shame.
Alright, super chain 1. Will be northeast. It's clocks and in,
Clockwise.
and
Supports our attacks.
Wait, now!
Out
That
first.
counted?
Out first.
Oh, I didn't strike.
whoa, bad time.
This is no rotate.
No, rotate. We want to stay. Swap up the 2. Swap up the 2.
On.
1,
Ah,
2.
I don't
can't
remember
count.
which for this next bit.
I think if it
Yeah.
starts with a D, it's party in. If it starts
Yeah, I can look
party
at
out,
the-
party out,
in?
party out. I
Party
think.
out.
Party out.
Oh,
Just you. You were incorrect!
I lived for like a second.
P was.
E for party out! Duh!
Yeah. There's P for party. But
Pine and pout.
It's
yeah, pining out. Pining out.
What do you mean I didn't pout?
Yeah, I did pout.
Pining out. That's right.
Man, I even looked
High
at
forward
this
and-
before the raid.
It's fine. It's good to die to it again. Classic.
Or for the
I mean,
race.
we can see this again.
Yeah, I think I
Gah! What happened to the... Oh, the tethers disappeared from me?
Destroyed.
Huh.
Alright, and then it dispersed platforms. So
hallowed?
we wanna.
Ah!
yeah,
Oh,
no,
cool.
I
Good.
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
So yeah. Pine and pout. That's correct.
I'm-
Yeah, I have an idea how that next mechanic's going to work, but you know, we haven't got there with like everybody, so
Yeah.
We need to get to it.
and I don't know what all the debuffs do, so it's an idea. Very small idea.
Okay.
My gear is working. Hold on.
86k.
Probably
Okay.
need that.
Oh my god, he had less health than us.
Probably okay. Probably.
Down.
Here, let me help.
Count down.
Wait, I can't pull. I'm casting Physic.
Oh my god. Physic or physics?
Physic, I'm pretty sure.
Physics.
Yeah.
I can't believe what I've started.
That was not how my opener goes. What the fuck did I just do?
You're welcome.
That's the power of physics.
Paradema.
Okay, still better than Gal.
South side, now you have to go. Zero. Stay.
No, we're clean as hell now.
Are you sure we're all clean?
Don't jinx that. Right down to 2. Right, northwest. Right side is safe.
Wait.
Hey,
So,
Doriel.
Hi.
I don't like
I know what I'm doing. Wasn't me.
That was interesting.
I lie. We ain't clean as hell.
yeah,
Dad
you just
got
had
the
to say
jinx
it.
Alright. I'd like to ride a level 2. Experience this moment. Putting that bleed wide right there. Not bleed wide. Regular wide. Oh, hit me. North side. You will. You will. Stay. Bring yourself to northwest. We'll be doing another one shortly. Right side is safe.
Ah.
What do you mean, ah? My tower!
I was standing a little too close.
Slightly point them away from the middle. Just slightly.
Well, that was the thing. I was pointed away from the middle, and Joriel was very in the middle.
Yeah. No,
Well, like on
I was
another
too in
side,
the
so
middle.
straight through her.
Right. Debuffs on the lines. Play it safe.
Actually,
Assume they're wider than they look. Double. Yeah. Right.
maybe molding nothing or life from nothing
South?
is just creation.
Yeah, that's why
Well.
all of our moves are based off creation.
Swap after 2. We will swap after 2. 1 and 2.
That was almost bad. It wasn't,
But it wasn't.
Take focus. Bring it up to northwest. Which side is the right side? No, left side.
Ooh,
Everything
fine.
alright?
Everything's
Oh
fine.
shit!
What do you mean, Lyra?
Layra.
May. May.
Pang Buster.
You're in my spot.
That's true.
Check the VOD.
See you later.
Oh, I just don't know how clockwise it goes. Clockwise.
Huh?
I got it.
Huh?
We need that probably. So it's
That?
Yeah, I would like that.
Southeast. Out and
Out.
partners. Check this out.
Bullshit that was, right?
It's counterclockwise, counterclockwise.
Yeah, no, that was bullshit.
Counterclockwise.
Supports our towers.
Out first.
Out first.
Oh, I was in the wrong one.
Oh,
Regular. But
No
but
swap.
swap off the one. And then swap back. Wait for me to die. It's about to start autoing me. It's gonna hurt.
When you're
Already
alive.
out.
Pine.
I got it,
and
I
out.
got it, I got
one
it, I got it.
person's-
No!
On the saw.
This is clear.
oh.
Survive long enough
And-
to... Well, does it even matter if we see this anymore?
Actually, I'm
Not really.
I'm curious about a tether range. So maybe
Yeah, I
I'm
guess.
not sure how long I can.
if you if you take your tethers straight north or south, will it? I mean, you're just gonna get all the tethers, so you can see. Can you just
Oh,
like
they're in the middle two rows.
run straight north?
And then
Oh no, those are not long
How
enough,
far do
right?
you need to go to stretch?
So it's probably one side to the other,
Yeah.
it's about, yeah.
which
It's not
is
completely.
what I was
it's-
thinking.
It's 2/3, it looks like.
Yeah,
you-
so you would basically like stretch them on the non-tower rows.
The ones that were at D resolve about this far away. It
Isn't
looked
there a
like.
tower on every row?
Yeah, there's a tower on
That-
everyone.
Oh, yeah, just diagonal.
The angel copy thingies with the tethers, which are at double inside rows B D that time.
Oh yeah, the
ones
towers
from
go off
D-
after those.
The close one resolved about this distance from D. So you need to be at least halfway into the next box.
We're clearly not there, but briefly.
Yeah.
If A is the tower, I'm kind of thinking the person catching the tower stands at 1 and the person with the laser stands at 2. If the 2 was obviously tethered to the right side, right?
If 2 was set to
Tethered from B to 2.
B to 2, yeah.
And it seems like the
Move back
towers
in
go off
each pile.
after
So
lasers.
when you catch the tower, you move out. Yeah, it's still
Doesn't
not
matter.
died in the previous thing, yeah.
That's what I'm looking for each time we see it.
Yep,
in
yep.
those spots.
So it's fine. It's fine.
Here we go.
Hey, first time taking an auto. Just like the good old times.
Oh, I lagged so hard Adel didn't go off.
I thought
Oh.
the Reaper last year would pull it like 1.5 seconds half
Yep.
the time. Wasn't it Hound?
You know, you
Yeah,
would
it
pull.
was Cora.
Or a lot.
South.
Hound sometimes.
You'd just pull
We
Hephaestus
will
and you would always take
stay.
the auto.
Make sure to stay.
So yeah, that's the wrong side.
Not on that side that we're
I
staying
know
on.
that's still the wrong side.
I took the first hit, but I committed. to stay.
Paradigmer 2 is coming up. We need bodies. Okay. Now orient yourself to northwest. Be ready for the go. The right side is safe.
You look like you need this.
The right side is safe. Okay.
Got my fingers up for the L's.
Owie. Yeah. Great.
Royal's got a tank buster. That's cool.
Okay. Super chain 1. Be ready for debuffs after the first thing. Okay, we start. Southwest. It's in and partners. In and partners.
Counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise. And
Supports our towers.
In first.
In.
press.
Oh wait, no they're not. I'm going insane. But yes they are. Wait.
You are fine.
Yeah,
You are fine. Just
I just lost my mind for a second.
like there's this feeling of we need to be good at able to do this by the debuffs, but it's
Yeah.
a matter of knowing them very familiarly. Familiarity.
I
that's what I mean.
I strongly suggest when we are the first mechanic when we're doing like partners and spread or clock or whatever,
Mhm.
that is the time to check your debuffs. Think about where you're going for the second and third mechanic, because that will not change like from that point on, and the first mechanic gives us like plenty of time to resolve it.
Just remember that when you get hit by the laser, if you're not the laser, you will swap
Right.
your color.
But if you have it planned out beforehand, that won't change anything. You'll already know where you're going.
Yeah, I guess you can see that though. Sure. You can do it on the fly. It's
You need to check if you're the holy, that means you're just spread out. If you're laser, means you're not dropping towers, you're catching towers. Or if you're one debuff but tower debuff.
if you're just one. I don't even know what this debuff is. Then you're definitely catching the tower.
you're, yeah. You're basically one of those three things, so just take a look.
Check. One of these is not.
Get up.
Alright.
Last ball, I just confused myself a lot or something. I don't know.
It's all good.
Well, I think things change a lot once
Yeah.
things start happening. That's why I really recommend like figure it out early, and then commit.
Yeah.
Because it becomes chaos as soon as the lasers happen.
What? I'm dropping the tower, and then I looked a bit later, and I was like, wait, I have 2 debuffs.
Now? Yeah. We will
Oh, swapping up.
swap up the one. And swap.
Oh,
Bye, my friend. And
You're really
friend.
close.
oh, my Benny didn't go on time.
Might be okay, maybe? The time before this revolve.
Okay, we'll be fine.
We're fine. We're so fine.
Orient to northwest. Right side is safe.
Right, other side. No, me other side. You're right. Carry on.
Just
You're doing great. I appreciate you.
not bleed wide. Okay, clusters. It has a cool sound effect. Sounds very fast. Super Chain 1. Ready for debuffs. We starting southwest. It's out and partners.
These debuffs now.
Counterclockwise.
Out,
Out,
and then in.
out. And
let's
flip.
let's flip, and we will
Staying still.
we stay.
Remember, Ein and Pout.
It's Ein and Pout next.
Party goes south if it's out.
Yep. It's out.
God.
Just stack up. Don't get too far.
Farewell.
Oh,
We didn't
That needs
have-
bodies. That needs bodies.
Yeah.
That's okay. As long as it resolved correctly, body count is fine. You probably just want to clean it up. There's no unless there's something that we can still extract from the tether.
There isn't.
not
I
really.
think at least.
Like, we have theories, but without people, we can't test any of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does
Give
seem
me
to
a
always
sec,
put them in the
grab a
middle
Tylenol.
with these two, with the
Yeah.
You need a sec, mate?
angels. And then
I may
split-
have
oh,
the pain meds before the wipe at this point.
pain meds before the light. What?
My head be like, ow! So
Oh.
I say, here, I introduce you to my friend Tylenol.
Drugs.
Acetaminophen.
Correct.
Imagine having a head though. Wow.
Well, since we have like a brief second, then.
Okay.
Just again, because we may as well, since we have time to look at. So it looks like the ads are spawning on either side like that, like kind of towards the middle.
Yep.
So what I'm imagining for the lasers is if you're like a south laser, you go on the south side of the platform, like to that corner and to that corner for 2 and 3. Is that clear?
Seems doable. But what happens if it's
no.
destroying the B platform?
So, I mean,
It destroys platforms in like a little zigzag.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I
noticed
think-
that.
Yeah, but then you just reverse them, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think
then it
if you have a south tether, you have to go north because, like, in this orientation, right? Like your tether to 2, you were saying like you take it here, right? But you're gonna hit the person. You can hit the tower in the square with 2 in it. Like, this just goes straight through that tower, right?
well, so the tower takes up most of it. So I was imagining like, let me fucking move it back.
Because there's like, I don't know if I'll hold. There's a tower like right here.
Yeah. So I'm
Right.
imagining the
You're
tower goes
worried
to,
that
like
if
the tower catcher is like there on that platform, and I only have this marker left there on that platform, and I'm hoping they're both north of that 2 laser then. Because I don't like the 2 is not perfectly accurate. I think it's more like that. So I'm hoping that laser splits the difference between the A tower and the C laser.
so you're saying like edge more on the inside with the closer to the middle towers, so that you can be kind of
Yeah,
near the
towers are
middle
closer
line.
to the middle and lasers are closer to the outside, and I think that lets you squeeze 2 people per platform. But like, this
Yeah.
is something we wicked can't know till we have bodies to test.
I mean-
so that's
Yeah.
Yeah, when you
My
see how
best
fat the lasers are.
So like, if you take one to the one tether to B instead, I think this person on this tower right here is going to be a lot safer, right?
Yeah. I think we should just see what we're saying. There's no reason not to do this.
Anyway, let's go over this once we can actually
yeah. Is everyone back?
try it.
Yeah, everyone's back. Sorry.
Surprisingly, this thing does not like to be auto-pulled. Good job.
Yeah, you might be right, Rosa, but I feel like testing is the only way we can figure out which is better.
Yeah, and plus there's still like a lot more debuffs that are, or 2 extra debuffs that are in that,
Yeah,
as
there's
far
lots
as we
of
know. So,
That could change everything, yeah.
yeah.
Alright,
Countdown! Thank you.
sanity check.
Oh shit.
I ain't
We need
got
a
one of
little-
those.
We need at least a little bit of that.
My sanity is at an 86.
That's pretty good.
That's enough to resist the corruption of an old one.
I think you made your saving throw.
No, that's a D20.
I have an 868.
We want to be south side. And then we will swap off the one.
What a set,
Swap.
Oh, it was swap.
It was swap. Jack.
I'm fine.
Swap, not like stay swap.
Alright, get ready for the second one. Orient yourself to northwest. Diva. And all that stuff. Safe spot will be left side.
Oh, Lyra.
Good morning.
Get down for your tower.
Left side
Same
is
day
safe
shipping.
side. Left side. The other left
That's
side,
not
hurry
left.
up.
Fuck! I was facing the boss.
Do the L's, make the L's!
I know. I know. This is why I say like orient first. Just don't move your camera so you can figure that out. Speed beams. And then steps of the camera. Say northeast. Out and part.
Clockwise. DPS are towers.
That.
Wait, yes!
In first.
Oh no.
Was I supposed to explode you like that?
What did kill you,
I think the tower dropping killed me. Umbral glow?
Which? Did you stand to the left at the laser? You got hit by the light laser. So yeah. You got hit by the wrong laser. You need to stand to the right.
For the
For the
third part
first
when
thing.
we're dropping the towers?
No, the second mechanic. So the second mechanic with the lasers, you had the light tower, so you need to get hit by the dark laser to the right side.
Yeah, no, I managed that. I lived through that.
No, you didn't. You got hit by the light laser.
No. See,
Okay,
It-
but I
it's
was
my fault.
alive when we did the in and the out.
Right, but
Yeah.
the problem
It's-
is it gave you a light debuff because you got hit by the light laser. So then your light tower like doubled up on the light. And you
Oh,
died.
my light tower killed me because I had the wrong debuff from earlier.
Yes, you need to get hit by the
Okay.
dark laser to give you a dark debuff, so the light tower doesn't kill you.
So it did kill me, it just did a you are already dead thing to me.
Yeah, the laser's what actually like was the thing that said you're going to die.
You were dead and didn't even know it.
He got
Just running around doing mechanic like a chicken with its head cut off, and then I'm like, alright, I did it right! And half my body slides off to the side.
There's
Yeah.
like a bomb ticking in your chest.
Okay, just think of it as like living dead and you didn't get
The Nani?
My god.
Alright.
okay.
Didn't I turn my effects to limited?
Did you turn them to limited, or did you turn them to simple?
I turned them to limited, but I didn't save it, I guess.
Okay, but
North side. Well,
the console command is simple, not limited, is my point.
swap off the 2. Swap off the 2. One. And swap. Yeah, did it. Orient yourself to the northwest. Rotate in the text. Left side is safe. Owie. Speed lasers. Ready for super chain? There will be debuffs. Alright, we start. Northeast. In and clock.
That's
Good. Clockwise.
Force Ataris.
It's
Out
out
first.
first.
Yeah, like, didn't see it.
Goodbye, gamers.
It's fine. This is a normal pattern, but we did. I really like having the Dios Holy. That's the mechanic. I like that.
We're close to getting it pretty consistently. I feel it.
Yeah, it's just that it bodies if we lose even one of those towers.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, diamond. South side. And swap off the one. Swap.
Goodbye.
Bye.
How was I the only one that didn't die?
Did I steal your laser? Is that why you lived?
Yeah.
No. I got hit
No.
by my laser.
Anyway, right on it too. Orient yourself to northwest. See what we can do. Alright. Left side is safe.
Whoa.
Left side is safe.
You're dead. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I'll be-
Yeah, one
No
tower
side is
exploding
safe,
is
it
dead.
turns
Yeah.
out.
As two in again.
Back melee.
Yeah, just go outside the hitbox if you're a debuff. You don't have to be anywhere in there. On the line somewhere. That's where you'll be safest. Okie doke. Remember, if you see a line really close to you, you're probably gonna die, but don't do that. It's north side. And then we'll swap off the two. One. And swap. Orient yourself. Get ready for debuffs. Tethers. Right side is safe. Right side is safe. Gary also, however, you're on the wrong side.
No, I'm not sure, yeah.
Bleh. Wait, what?
Right side is safe.
We're fine. Smile.
I was not expecting to be fine.
Alright. Tank busters.
Oh my god, they do sound fast.
They're so fast!
What?
Oh.
Huh?
Missed the
Oh.
vote pass.
Let's if you chain one,
Okay.
still time to recover. This is slow. Alright,
Ah,
you ready?
that
It's
was kinda
southeast.
sussy.
Southeast. In and clock. In and clock. We're
Was
going clockwise. Yeah.
DPS are towers.
On the laser. Yep.
No!
There's...
Out and then in.
Oh, I'm just dumb.
Farewell, everybody.
Alive.
Alright.
It-
Let's
it's-
switching. Then it will be stay.
Nice.
You stay.
Good RNG.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Alright, get ready for pining out. Get ready for it's in.
And thanks north.
Just stack on your healers. Stack
Oh.
on your healers.
God.
No,
Wow.
that muttered.
I was
How much
hoping.
damage are y'all taking?
I mean, I think we just need all.
Yeah,
like,
you just need everybody. Like,
With a 6 and 2, I think.
It hurts.
people just keep dying during Super Chain
It's
before
like,
it.
yeah, with 5 people it does like 80k, so we definitely need the full bodies and some net probably. Alright, but good. Let's clean it up. We've got time.
Uh,
Trust your instinct. And if you don't, try to refine them more.
Trust your instincts as long as your instincts are correct.
make them correct. Yeah. I will say that yes, the dark laser looks like blood. Okay. Here we go. Okay, north. And then here we go. Swap off the two. One. Two. The other two. The other
Oh.
two.
Man.
Purdy!
Remember, it goes 1, and then 2, and then swap. Alright,
Luckily I
northwest. I know, right? You got this, you got this.
Step around the
Right side is safe. Right side is safe.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Now.
Right side is safe.
Oh, I should nip that.
Okay. I think you did mention this
Professional
way
game.
back. I vaguely
Yeah.
recall you saying like, shoot somebody's perfect for this. Like, yeah, I think that.
I've been mitting it like every poll, and sometimes I just forget.
Speed lasers coming up.
God, I can't unhear it now.
So fast.
That buster is so much more unforgiving than the serpents into it.
Alright, carry Pacific Chain 1. We're going to start southwest. It's out and clocks. Out and clocks.
Counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise. The other counter.
out,
Outpost.
out.
Still alive.
Normal.
Normal. We swap off the one. Two. Other swap.
Fine.
1, 2, Pine and out. Pine and out. Out. Party out.
Oh,
South
party-
side.
Use whatever May you can.
Somewhere.
Oh, okay, we're
Oh.
fine. May wasn't in.
Red wide.
Yeah.
Now this raid bot actually has a chance to kill us. I see. Alright, you
Wait,
ready?
like,
This is
actually
actually,
work?
yeah. We actually have bodies. Be ready for this mechanic.
I'm gonna stop hitting buttons and take screenshots.
Yeah, do it.
So try to get a good view of the south side. I'll try to get a good view of the north side.
Alright,
Okay.
timer. Okay, so the clones go to the sides, looks like. Yep. And then pay attention to everything and see what we got. Debuffs, etc. So I wanna test this over to. Yeah, is that how this works? No, that just kills me.
Nice.
Hmm.
Is it bot review time?
I mean, maybe, but then we can do that if we've got all the information to look at it.
I mean, I think we probably got a pretty good.
Did we get all the debuffs?
I got every single debuff.
Yeah, the towers actually go off before the tethers do, by the way. So like,
Yeah, by like 2 seconds.
yeah, like quite a bit. So like, we can take the towers, then move.
Okay.
wait
So what
wait
are
a
you saying? Like,
Look
get
at others.
get ready to like stretch them across, eat tower, dodge it, dodge the laser with the person that
Huh.
defeated tower or something.
Wait a minute.
Alright, wait, let me take a look.
So there's tethers on all DPS and debuffs
That
on
one.
all supports.
So, okay, so it seems like it'll switch between Umbral and Astral Towers, but the other two debuffs stay consistent. Because I have a screenshot if you scroll up of us having Astral Towers instead of Umbral Towers.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like the tethers were all on DPS.
Yeah.
Tethers
tethers
didn't.
on
Tether
DPS.
people don't get debuffs as well. Is what I
Yeah.
found.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
Also, those two new debuffs don't say anything. I've already
Yep.
posted screenshots of what they say, and they don't tell you anything, but they're probably like something.
They're like, looks like they're just gonna explode in an X and a plus, right? Just like an emerald weapon or something.
Yeah,
Astral,
the
what
X
do you mean
ones
by Astral and Umbral towers? The towers?
are the towers are actually called Astral and Umbral, but we just keep calling them Light and Dark. So
Well, no, I mean like the towers. They don't look like either. They just look like regular towers. Am I crazy?
no. I mean debuff wise.
Okay. I assume it's
Oh, I
like
see what
after the laser
Sure,
goes
sure,
off,
sure.
then we'll drop another set of
Yeah.
personal towers
Yeah.
that we swap.
Yeah,
they're,
no,
they're
that is what it is.
debuff color towers. It's okay.
So then, the people who soak the regular Mega Flare towers, then get out of the way of the lasers and drop a tower again for the laser person to soak.
I know
Which
the
means we need
screenshot
to-
doesn't
I mean, yeah, the
We need to
two
have
the two debuff people just need to go to the right side.
I just wanted
sometimes.
to check something with this one.
Okay, the time between the tower and the laser is not a lot. Rosie, you still get clipped by Astra's laser here.
Yep.
Even though it looks like you're clearly out of it.
Okay, we don't want to do that.
So, I don't think strats to like resolve one then the other is really what we're looking for.
Sorry.
Like we should be basically in position with like maybe a step or two required. It just looks a little too tight, I think.
Moon,
Also, is there
how
time
much-
to move?
How much room do you have in
before-
your tower, Moon? Because like this is what I was worried about. Like Astra's laser through Moon's tower.
Yeah, I
That's like
Yeah.
I've had a lot of room, but I'm not sure.
How much time is there between lasers going off and the platforms getting eaten?
I think it's the
About
same.
the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the same
I-
time?
I
Okay.
definitely died
Wanted to
as
be
the
sure.
platform dropped next to me, so I was like, okay.
I just wanted to make sure. Because, you know, you could have...
If you're saying the Kermit's in Diego, right?
Yeah, I see that.
Mm.
Ugh, I
Where's your hat?
I mean,
don't feel like
Viera.
either of you gave a great view of towers and lasers. What? Yeah, what's up, mate?
I tried very hard to get as much as I could.
Yeah, you're just like you're both so far away from the middle that we can't see the middle, the towers,
Nice.
which is like I feel like the biggest concern.
The
Yeah, I should have
towers
kept my
on,
camera angle flatter throughout the entire thing.
like here on every platform, or not on every, but the unchained platforms. You can also, if you scroll up, I do have a good photo of every tower in its position, I think.
Okay. I think this is worthwhile. Fuck, this is such a scuffed screenshot, but bear with me. There's literally one piece of information here that's important.
Where's screenshot?
It's in the 12 thread now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, do you see my tether? That's all you need to see, my tether.
Yeah.
I'm not even halfway through this platform, and I'm like,
And it's stretched.
and it's stretched enough. So like, we don't need to stretch them that far, right? If I were tethered, just from this thing, if I were
Oh,
tethered
hey.
from the thing like at B, I should be good here at 2.
Yeah, wait, no, this, yeah,
And
no,
that should
that's
be a
actually
much
so
sharper,
simple.
a much sharper angle to
Yep.
give more room on the north side of this for our 2 tower people.
Yeah, you just like point
It's-
it on the edge. Okay.
That's kind of finicky though, because you can see me like somewhat behind you. I'm not that much closer to the center, but my tether isn't stretched.
I will pause the moment that you stretch.
I mean, it's gonna be probably another few steps, but those
Yeah,
are a
it's
critical few
basically
steps.
when you hit the middle of the platform. I actually went one like little pause break past it. Oh god. Why is it fucking quarter speed?
But also, I just want to point out that if you're on, so like the person on the other end, the person on the southern end of this screenshot will have a lot less room to stretch it, if that makes sense, because the far southernmost tile in this column is taken up.
Yeah.
So what's stopping us from, like, we've got a north-south partners lineup, right? What's stopping us from doing that? Tether doesn't overlap the tower. Other person takes the tower. See what happens from there.
Well, that's the play. We're trying to figure out where the tether goes to not overlap the tower, because like, in this picture, right? Where do I go to not overlap the inner tower?
What do you mean, inner tower?
So like,
The one
look at
that
the thing
was-
that I'm
is-
tethered to. There's a tower
Oh,
directly
you're trying not
in
to
front of
blast,
me. That's the tower I'm trying not
whoever
to
my partner
Baja
was.
blast.
Yeah.
And I'm actually looking at it in my plan of like, what if they're in the middle? If you were in the middle and I were in the middle, I would blast you for sure.
What if you were on the top platform? Because the top right platform is safe right now, right? Is there any way you could do that without hitting the tower on the top right?
I've completely lost where top right is in this because I'm facing south.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the actual. I'm looking at the screenshot.
If we use the
thread there.
in-game to figure it
Yeah.
out.
So
right?
let's see.
If we
See,
assume that
in this
deletes-
screenshot, if you're since you're tethered to the one that's like close to D there, right? But on the A side of D.
Mhm. Yeah.
What if you went all the way to C on the D side of C to that platform? Would that give you enough stretch?
Like if I go south instead of north.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got a north clone, so you should be on the south to create a much sharper
Yeah.
angle.
That's what Rosa was saying. I think that is the
Okay.
play.
Sorry, Rosa, we didn't believe you until Joriel and I
No, no,
separately
no, no,
came
no,
to
no,
this.
no. Look,
I'm just
it
too.
was a 50-50. I was
Yeah.
seeing if there was a way that my way does it. I can't figure it out. So yeah, let's explore Rosa's way, because it seems much more promising. So where the fuck do we go? Okay.
So it's like north-south lineup with partners, and then if you've got a tether, you flip if you're on the same side as your clone? Does that make any sense? Are the tethers baited, maybe?
No, it looks like they're all DPS for all support.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the
Like
specific,
random.
like it's all DPS have tethers, but within that, is it random? Is
Yeah.
it
Well,
baited?
it seems like it just seems like 2 people get tethered with dark and 2 people get tethered with light that are, and they're on each side.
So, if we use this configuration that someone kindly put up, are we assuming that the non-numbered tiles are falling off?
Sure. Numbered are the ones with towers then. I imagine it the other way, but it doesn't matter.
Okay, that's so whatever, yeah. And then we'd have to then stretch these groups of A, B, C, D away from the sides that they're on, and also away from the middle. Is that what we're trying to do? To create like a somewhat sharper angles? So like D would go to...
Wait a fucking second. If I'm tethered to A, is this safe?
if the platform is still there.
Oh yeah, that's true. Because then sometimes I have to go here. That's wicked not safe. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no. So
The
I-
tower will be near the outside.
yeah, no. So
side,
since
right?
You could be on the inside. I
Lyra, I basically did the same thing with Rosa,
Okay, May. Sure thing.
and I killed Rosa. Because Rosa was like here, and I was off.
Well,
like,
you
here, and
stretched
then-
left, right, across. What I'm saying is like, A from me to A is straight vertical.
It's
Right.
not reliable because literally
Yeah,
that last
yeah.
fall, that was the platform that came down.
Yeah, no,
It was all the numbered platforms that fell last time.
it was
so
yeah. You're totally correct. Okay.
So we'd have to make sure we've got angles. And then we need to be able to flip it as well, because if it's a fixed position, we need to have a resolution for when the tile break is the opposite. Like if we assume that DBCA is going to be there every time, because that seems about right, we also need to resolve it in this configuration. 4 is falling, if that's what we're using numbers for. Then you'd be on the northeast side with D. But then if D is going to the 4 side because it's the one that isn't falling, then where would you be taking it without cleaving right through the middle again, you know?
Yeah.
And
I'm
then-
gonna remove the numbers and put. We're gonna use them for where tethered people stand. So assume that whatever platform they're on isn't falling.
Yeah, okay.
Alright,
So
wait.
what if we have?
Just remember, it looks like the zigzag falling is what we're going to work with every time.
So, hear me out. Maybe this is crazy, but so let's say like this tile is safe. What if we have
Yep.
the person tethered to B take their tether right here, or however
about here.
far you have to go
About
until
here.
it gets stretched,
This should be from B to
and
C.
then the person whose tether is at A take their tether right here.
Oh.
So you put 2 on the same tile safe-wise,
Yeah.
away from
Do you-
the longest distance away from...
Do you think the person in the tower at B has
That should work. But then the tower will be like right fucking here, so
in
they'd
the
have
middle?
to, like,
Yeah. Well, this isn't the scary
Absolutely.
one. The scary one, I think, is the tower at B.
Yeah, B will be like... They'd have to be like tucked in the back somewhere, like I'm sure this will pull, but we'll find out. You'd be tucked in like way back here or something in the tower side. Like that's really close.
I think that works. I want to explore other options, partly because I mean,
That does seem like if we use the previous set of Paradigma towers, this should be not getting clipped between the two. It's gonna be close though.
Oh, actually.
Between Rosa and I, as like the two tower people. I don't know if there's enough time after the lasers to go off for me to run into the tower and resolve it from here, but I can't go close to the boss.
I might do it. I was concerned at first because I was like, how do you tell which side you're going to? But it would be really easy to just like...
You just find the like diagonals away from the sides that aren't glowing, and they become the spots. So if it's in this orientation, BA wants to go there because this one is glowing, but then if it's the other one, they have to go to like northwest side. That would be there.
Yeah, so BA would be looking at 3 and 4 and go to whichever one isn't glowing.
Essentially,
right?
Yeah. And then and then C and D would be looking over here and northeast.
I think that works.
It certainly simplifies the amount of brain required, but we got to see if the.
I was actually thinking. I feel like that's a lot of recognition to be making when there's a lot of crisscrossing tethers and shit.
Well, not really. You just see which one you're tethered to and which one isn't glowing, right? But because if you take this sense, I'm tethered to the east in this orientation.
Right, but you have to recognize.
I'm looking from east to, is this tile going or is that tile going? And then you just head there. I get what you mean though. Like you need to be doing it quickly.
But that's not just recognize the platform; it's then recognizing which
like your spot on the platform.
Also,
yeah.
so it's.
You'd start, you'd have to start like at the tether that you're attached to.
I think it would work, but I think we could also probably find something else. And again, we have time to theory craft a lot.
Yeah.
Right now, so that is so far our best bet.
I mean, it's a working strat at least until we prove it otherwise.
I think so.
And if we can refine it, that would obviously be fine. But given that it's gonna be not every pull that we can get there every time as well, so we've got to have something to work with, and then strike through if it doesn't. I think this should work though, because this side especially is quite safe. It's the one that's close, the middle two, that obviously becomes iffy. But if you're creating two perfectly like parallel lanes like that, there should be a spot up there as well.
Okay.
In some respects, that the tower person up there would have a little bit easier than the tower person down here because they could be closer.
Hear me out. Similar thing that I think still works.
Okay.
That one would be. Wait.
You want to create crisscrosses on like the same side, so like D to
basically
4 and
A
2
would
to
go
B.
there, 3 would go there. Right. So the far out one, right? The 2 spot I think is really good. That one that like Rosie used.
This is safer, but the problem is this one you actually have to orient. Like finding the safe tile is a little bit harder because you're not just looking at one side. You're looking at from your side. Am I the cross person? Is my tile still safe to cross over to? Because let's say like this tile is glowing and you're 2. Now you need to flip it to the north side, right? But you.
Well, no. Then you would just go to here.
You just go to there.
Right. It's if I'm in the far, I'm in the center, and if I'm in the near, I'm in the corner.
If it's falling, then you'd be over here somewhere.
No. If 2 is safe, you're here. If 2 is falling, this tile is safe, so you go to this.
From B, right? Yeah, but
Yes.
then what are you looking at? So you want to look for a specific pair. Okay, so then if you're D, you'd be looking at 4 for this configuration, and if it's D, then you'd go here if it's not falling.
Yeah.
If this is the falling tile, then
yeah. I feel like that's a little easier.
Because
I feel like it's a little easier.
Close. The two safe spots. Yeah, like from there and there. That's not a lot of movement mentally.
And then the towers are still safe on the inside, I think.
We can test both, for sure.
Right, because this is similar to Rose's, It's just instead of this being a laser spot at A, this is a laser spot at
Right.
B. It's closer for sure, but I think it might still work.
The crisscross should work. Because you're not going to get hit by the one from the one standing next to it. That's going to
Yeah.
be angled away, so...
Yeah.
That still doesn't use the, like, move to the opposite side, I realize. I feel like it's a lot harder to recognize that, so I just haven't come up with one yet.
But, alright. We'll have to get back there and alive and stuff. But that means it's somewhat related to the side that the thing spawns in on and you're tethered to. We haven't resolved which debuffs go where as well, obviously. Because we need to create groups. for that.
Entirely?
There's only one X and one cross, right? And the other two don't have any.
I don't know, but I assume it's gonna drop the light dark towers and the tether colors need to have partners come with them to create the tower combo.
Times.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
God.
also, I think it's well, actually, you'll have. I don't know. I wasn't actually listening to the conversation, so I don't know if people already mentioned it.
No, we haven't mentioned debuffs at all, so if you have ideas.
Alright, so I was gonna say, so laser gives you its color, right? So, you know, light gives you light, dark gives you dark.
Mhm.
But depending on the towers, you'll have to place certain people in certain places.
Yeah, that's true.
because
Mine
of-
doesn't work because
yeah.
of that. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. But since we had dark towers that last time, we would have to place the dark people on the platforms where the light tethers can be stretched.
Yeah, that's correct. Because I mean, there's no other way you
Yeah.
could do it. You'd need to orient both. I'm a debuff of the, as well as creating the crisscross configuration.
Right. So
So
my
that
strat
you
doesn't
kill
work.
that person.
Because you can't put two tethers of the same color on the same platform, or you won't have enough. Yeah.
The run would be
Oh.
pretty big. Yeah,
So
What you want?
we'd always miss two
Right.
towers if we do that for sure. The actual
Yep.
initial 4. So that means because Lyra's strat uses the inside of the two spots, then we have got groups for the initials.
yeah, you
The
still have
tower
to-
runtime should be decent. Like from if we use these configurations, the person who's being shot at 4 then goes to where the tower was. I assume that means that the person who does the tower soak doesn't have to, like, they get to get hit by a tower, get hit by another circle AoE, and then get out of it, and then you swap places, obviously, or whatever, move to the middle. That seems like it should work. Obviously, the angles will determine whether or not it fucking kills us, but
We
with a
clearly
weapon,
can't know.
you can-
But what's
Yeah,
fucking me
exactly.
up is the fact that the like light, plus, and cross are a different. They're 3 seconds before the dark towers. It makes me wonder if
Yeah.
maybe those two are supposed to resolve themselves somehow.
Huh.
Like the plus and the cross drop something that the towers have to go step into instead.
They might, but until we see what
I
it
know.
actually does.
Yeah, what the
what's
fuck is the
point?
plus and the cross? Like I can guess, but
Are we gonna just drop like personal AoEs that like Bomberman and those shapes?
right, because if it were just towers to resolve, I would imagine they'd all hit the same time. Like why wouldn't they? Why would one color have more time than the other color?
It says it unleashes Theos, like the X one says it unleashes Theos' satire or something like that.
Yeah, so it's Bomberman, right? It's gonna be plus shape AoE or cross shape from the center
Right.
pointer.
Right. That's so weird.
So we have to make sure not to like murder everybody with those as well.
Maybe
That's gonna be interesting.
Some fucking confusing thing where when you set the plus and the X, it's like, oh, by the way, you have a light tower, 3 seconds, go. So it lines up with the
Maybe.
dark tower.
Perhaps.
That'd be annoying.
Anyway. Obviously we can't hold with those
Yeah.
conditions, but
Oh yeah, also, I just now realized Rosa wasn't killed by my laser. Lol.
that was scuffed as hell anyway, so it doesn't really
Yeah.
matter.
Really?
Yeah, no, Rosa was killed by Electrify, which is, I think, a tower being missed?
Probably, because I think I killed
Oh.
him with my laser.
Oh no, it's not a tower being missed. Electrify is... what
Shock.
the...
It was shock.
Oh no.
No, I take.
Electrify is
No, it is
missing a tower,
Electrify.
actually.
I get a damage
I
down
think
from
you
it
get
too.
damage down from it. Yeah.
Alright. Well, you know.
Walk of the test. Electrifies 2 seconds later.
Cross the tethers. Yeah, I mean,
Right,
that's...
it was a missed tower that killed Roser, not the laser.
I mean, I think it's just
Steering-
because.
Steering Radiance is what killed Aspera, which was totally the laser.
Yeah, so you can place lasers on like here.
Oh yeah, the
and
towers
here
can
of the
move away.
platform.
Well, that
That's
makes
good
it a lot easier.
information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that is-
Whew, it's less scary now.
yeah, it's
I-
way easier.
Yeah, no, I
So we
went to
can
go
s-
check. I was like, wait a minute, let's see.
You're right. I'm sorry. That was a bad read. Good catch.
Mhm.
Okay, good.
It was
So we
actually me
can
who read that at first, so I.
using the safe spots inside the channel is more doable. I don't have to be fucking pixel perfect.
I want to see if I'm still trying to figure out if there's a thing to go for like A comes to the south side, B goes to the north side. A way that feels
I would.
consistent.
It's this feeling of like, as long as it's consistent in terms of the movements,
Theos is
Based on the-
crossed. Theos is.
you're either going to. You would then go to. Or it goes to. I kind of like this though, with the like, it's somewhat pre-selected by the
Yeah.
the tether that you're attached to, because then, like, it's half and half.
Right. I like the whole. This one feels like it's easy to kind of figure out because B just runs across from B, and then
And then-
says, "Okay, do I go here or do I go south?"
Yeah, exactly. Like you just find one of the two spots that isn't falling, and then
Yeah. You just
I'm
like stretch
become-
first and then figure out, which you can
Yeah.
do a lot easier.
that's
I'm gonna
much
borrow
much
the
easier to
markers
do
real
on the
quickly.
fly. Sure.
That's like, because we haven't seen what cross and or the X and cross do, but I have an idea, which is an idea. I
I'm
think
betting on
everybody has.
Bomberman.
So let's say this is the cross, right? The cross would hit all the way up to there, through there, and all the way that way.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
you,
yeah, Bomberman.
so
Okay.
like up, down, and then the hard part about this is technically placing the X, which the X would go up here, and then hit, if I follow that diagonally, through there, into there, through
You're trying
there.
to like somewhat
about up
overlap them
there.
a bit so that you can create
up
dead zone.
there, yeah, and then back down to here. So technically with that, this spot would no longer be safe for your tether. You would have to go up to here.
Well, the
Tethers go off well before that.
yeah.
Yeah,
this is a
okay,
later
yeah,
mechanic,
I forget
so-
that, yeah. I forgot.
The tethers go off.
Obviously, this kind of resolution will be a case of we put the plus probably flank and the cross north south, and then we can stand.
Yeah.
It's about 3
like-
seconds.
No, I'm just thinking like the actual resolution of plus and cross
Yeah.
together, right? You put like
Yeah.
the plus on the flank and the cross on the north south side somewhere, and that would give
Sorry.
you the other side open just with nothing hitting it.
Yeah.
So if we did like X south and either flank, it doesn't really matter. You'd end up with the opposite north south open.
I'm kind of thinking if the X is towards the middle and the
Yep.
plus is towards the outside.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking
Because
too.
like if,
That works
if
too. Yeah, for sure. You just
plus is,
create like every.
somewhere around B, and then the plus is somewhere here around A, B's gonna hit like here and here ish, but
Mhm.
then as long as you're not like in line with the plus, pretty much the entire right side is safe.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going with too. This sort of like you want to
Yeah.
create a configuration where one of the relative splits is completely untouched.
Yeah,
You just
I
like
think
deny the other side essentially.
yeah.
It depends on how long these platforms take to resolve, though. They might stay broken for a long time. You can't jump either.
Yeah, I think.
You can't
So-
move out of your platform, I think, after the floors break.
No, you can. I have, in other fights, I should say, there are points where platforms are
You get a debuff
like this.
in normal mode that gives us something that says like jumping is disabled.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
also
oh,
get
you get it
but
that here.
We
get that
do
here
get
too.
that.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure you can like walk across those on the diagonal. You just have to be very weird about it. But
Think so,
also, there's like one part of this we're like entirely ignoring, which is or at least I
regardless,
haven't heard
if-
anybody mention
If this
is
is
the
the
sorry.
sorry.
I was gonna talk about the angels who are standing in front of the platforms, who are gonna be shooting out the distance-based lasers.
That should have already been resolved by this point.
No, they aren't. They go out after like close to about when the platforms are about to die, and they're going to resolve probably after everything.
Yeah, those
Platform
yellow gems.
falls.
The yellow gems appear basically while the towers are exploding. So that's
Yeah.
like after all this happens.
Oh, the second set. Right. Okay.
Hey, I'm really hoping that the X and the plus don't explode immediately, because if so, and we do this like 1 and B formation, B's fucking dead.
Question: Does and
B
do the
needs to
towers?
be further out, and 1 needs to be further in, ever so slightly. Because
Do the
the little
towers-
man thing, they just need to be like here as 1. This would be fine. Like if you pull 1 literally over a step, you're not nuking B anymore, and it's still the same thing where you denied the bottom line and
I mean,
1 linear laser.
it might be fat as fuck. God, we don't know anything.
We know nothing. Yeah, exactly. Like this is too much.
This sucks.
There's a lot of talking. Circumstantially, we can't do much about that. But
Oh man.
May's probably gonna get booted by the auto lockout thingy.
That's okay. I mean, we're right here. Feel bad for the guy though.
Yeah.
Like, not great timing, I understand, but fucking this has been bagging at him for a few days, for like a week? A week.
It's been
God
2
damn.
weeks now.
2 weeks? Fuck.
It's
Who's
been
trying to
since
steal
Q
you?
left. Like the same day Q left it.
That was a week ago. What do you mean?
Are you sure it was a week ago?
FanFest
guess
went
it was
last
not, like-
week.
Oh shit, it was last week.
Stop
It's been a
gaslighting
week.
me.
It's been 1 week.
It's been 1 week. It's been 1 week.
I assume that the
Or second.
initial towers don't do anything in terms of Mega Flare type ones. They just probably just need
Okay.
a body in them.
Wait a minute.
Because if they swapped you, that would make it really fucking annoying.
Yeah,
You'd
no,
need to, like-
because the regular towers give you a 1-second magic bullet. The light and dark towers giving you a 4-second magic bullet is the scary part here, because these things are probably going to shoot off basically right after the towers. So if this is all in quotation marks, if the magic phone isn't off by the time these shoot off, we need to place the towers in a spot where these aren't.
Right, I get what you mean. So like the tower Mega Flare people can't just sit there. They need to also pre-plan a little. But whatever.
Yeah,
we have to.
the light and dark tower people, not the
we
Mega
need more
Flare tower.
information, obviously.
Yeah.
This is
Wait,
unfortunate.
how many-
we know about it.
How many of those ads that shoot the proximity
There's-
baited things are there?
There, if you scroll up, there's a better view of it somewhere, but there's only 2 of them.
Two.
That, yeah, you can see it better in one of my screenshots, but there's only 2 of them, and one of them spawns. They spawn on opposite platforms facing away from each other. And it seems like both times that or most of the times that I've taken screenshots, they've spawned on 1 second game. This platform right here, and
It's like
the other platform
they spawned
up
the
there.
2 middle platforms facing out, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
It looks
Well,
like it, yeah.
they face towards the platform.
Right. That
Yeah.
that's safe.
Well, we've talked over as much as we're gonna get out of it, I think. This situation obviously is indeterminate how long we're gonna be waiting, so 20 minutes left, sort of whatever. We can resume on Thursday, is that correct? Or is it Friday?
It's Thursday. Yeah.
Also for Thursday, I still haven't changed my therapy because we still haven't actually like gotten a consistent schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So I can only do an hour
Cool.
late.
Yeah.
2 hours, yeah, that's fine.
I don't know if I
Understandable.
will get a consistent schedule. That's the thing.
I fucking feel you. My work is really inconsistent too. But luckily we close. The closing shift at my work is only goes till 6. So every
Oh.
day after 6 I'm free, so that's what my ability is.
Well,
So it
I
doesn't matter what my schedule is, but I fucking feel you.
go till like almost every day. Well, not every day at work.
Okay, something I thought about that we can actually, a thing we can actually sort of figure out, talk through.
Okay.
Okay, bear with me here.
My brain is getting kind of melty from all these words.
That's fine.
Yeah.
This will be an easy one.
Okay.
So, let's say we have lasers set up like. The lasers really don't matter. Just to give us an idea of like kind of what it's going to be looking like at the time.
Okay.
Okay. So lasers are shooting like at the letters, odds are at the numbers, blah 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 blah. The one thing that like we should also figure out beforehand, so before we know what the debuffs do, right, for our first pull, if it's going to be either supports are catching towers or DPS are catching towers, if the debuffs don't matter right now, we should just hard assign like who's going like east, west, north, south.
No, I think we will have to make a priority for that because the
You need to
debuff
color
towers,
match.
yeah,
Right, we're gonna need to color match at some point, and at that point, I assume the towers are gonna be kind of forced. But just since they're not for our first pull, while we're learning what the fuck the colors and towers actually do, we can kind of just decide.
Was
I
the
mean,
cat or moon?
it was a cat.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like if DPS are catching towers, like are we gonna say like we have a lineup north-south? Are we gonna say like these two prioritize east, these two prioritize west?
I don't think there's really any point in this because, like, yeah, for Prog's sake, you could get some slight information out of it, but the reality is, it won't help us later. So
No, it won't.
It's just
Well, okay,
extra
it's
mental
gonna give
load.
us. It'll give us a run where we catch all the towers successfully without scrambling. And
Mhm.
so we have 8 people survive the towers,
That's a
then
bold,
we get good
it's a
data.
bold assumption that we're not going to be scrambling at that point.
I mean,
Look, I get where you're coming from. I kind of see why you want to like do that. Given the circumstances, it could come in handy. But I think the most sensible thing to do is go opposite the color that your debuff is, and then fucking figure it out. One of you goes north, one of you goes south.
okay.
We can create a priority system easily enough out of that.
I guess, yeah, that's fair. Then at that point, it's like melees take the middle platforms, range take the outer platforms.
Yeah, something like that. It's pretty
Okay,
straightforward.
that actually makes sense then. That
You
works.
can assign the X and the plus as well. You can hard assign those.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
You might not be able to do melee range priority system because what if both melee get the same
Yeah.
color?
I mean,
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like you can do if it's both of the same. One of you always take north, and one of you always takes south. It's just a matter of like, what situation would you have to swap, basically? And otherwise, you just go to the spot and then, oh, is it my time? Or okay, I'm swapping this time. You know,
Yeah.
it'll become more second nature once we actually get in there and doing it. I'm sure because
Yeah.
it's the same as the second paradigm where we literally just look at what we got and like find the opposite tether and go to it. So it doesn't need to be Gigabrain. It just isn't.
I mean, yeah. I don't feel like I was trying to gigabrain it. I was trying to like brute
No, I know it.
brute force.
I know
one
what you're
pattern.
thinking. But then it literally is like now you have to think about a thing that we will literally discard. So I want it. I don't really think it's worth doing. Like even if we screw up the towers, right, but have the right people, like what does it say? The wrong people in the towers to resolve them and then die immediately afterwards. That's still like okay. You know, it's the next step of what is these mechanics doing to us? Because we can confirm that the laser tower configuration is correct, and then see what the Bomberman tower actually does, whatever, because you won't die to that, you'll die to the next bit that comes out,
Yeah.
exploding at the same time, basically.
We're not gonna see that if we miss a single tower.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Like, if you don't
That's
think it's
just-
worth it, like, I'll trust.
I feel just because it is literally a case of colors, and we've been doing it the entire fight, it will come fairly naturally to be like, I'm the same color as this tower, I don't want to be here. It doesn't seem like that should be too hard for people to grasp.
Okay. Alright, when we fucking clear it first poll, I'm gonna say you were right. I'm so fucking sorry.
I mean, I trust in everyone out in here, you know, like, you should be able to do this.
Yeah, yeah,
Colors
yeah.
don't go together, they're always opposite. Although,
You know, they're fucking
anyway.
yellow, blue, red, purple. Figure it out.
Yeah.
We couldn't use 2 colors for light and dark in this.
No.
We've used
that's
4 colors.
But yeah, as far as priorities and stuff go, I guess it's like if you have double debuffs? Is that how the X and plus will end up resolving?
Everyone has single debuffs.
No, how does the X and the plus get assigned is what I want to know. Is that
Random.
on the debuff? Is it a second debuff? Is that what I mean? I need to look at the
What?
screenshots. Let me just look
Not
at the
sure what you
screenshot.
mean.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean.
It's
either.
just like,
Oh, okay, so the X and the plus aren't colored.
Yeah.
yeah, it's just like, say 2 supports will get the colored tower dropping thing, the other 2 will get the X and the plus. Probably vice versa for the DPS.
That's kind of weird though, because if it's colored, screenshot at least, we've got dark debuff people that obviously need to soak light towers, and we've got light colored X and plus. Does that mean they need to soak dark towers?
No. So,
The debuffs are the ones stroking the towers, not poking the towers, I think.
The-
Yeah,
Mm,
the tether
the-
ones are the ones stroking.
Yeah, the tether.
Yeah.
Tether soak towers. Okay,
towers.
Yeah.
so then yeah, so you assume that means that the plus and the cross here are actually light towers. Is that what that means?
We don't
I don't
colors.
think they're
I think
colored,
it's like
yeah.
FSS and they're just gonna be Bomberman.
And then it's going to be explosions. So then we only get 2 dark towers. Is that what that says?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
And then I think the cross and the plus pairs soak the proximity baited things in the beginning.
Hmm.
Maybe, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I assume it could be dark or it could be too light.
Yeah, like it
so
seems.
It's not gonna always be the
It
same.
seems like obviously we need to see it.
yeah,
you know.
it's too dark or too light. It's
Yeah.
I have screenshots. If you scroll back
Yeah, we-
upwards, there are ones where we have
Okay.
too light
Okay.
instead of too dark.
That's good. That's good
Getting
information.
to
All
the
right.
area one. Okay.
So all right. So then we're only doing 2 of these little towers. Does that not mean that you can send off the Bomberman explosions, presumably,
What the fuck?
to sort of somewhat harder assigned spots, and then you can put the rest of the people somewhat close together because it's only 1 tower, and then you just don't send the wrong color to the person into it. Because if we use this configuration, right, with our 3C and 2B combo, right, we know that one side is light and one side is dark. Is that always true? I guess that's the thing that we don't know. Is it always 2 darks on the east and 2 lights on the left?
So far, yes. Out of the polls I've looked at,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know because we've been dying to it a lot, so that will be part of it. But with some amount of consistency, that means that you can know that distance-wise, you'd put the color that your bomb is going to be. So if it's a dark tether and this is a light stretchy point, you'd come to this one, and if you're not, then you'd go to the other one over there. But
Yep.
everyone still needs to take one of the explodey points, which means if we're doing it that way, if it's both dark towers, that means that the light people would be here and the dark tower people would be on this side, which means the cross and the X are on this side, wherever is safe, and then that somewhat creates that initial configuration of, like, I should say, like, slightly away from the east-west line, but further north or south, and then the X slightly more east and west and away from the thing so that you can create the safe side on the west. Because that would also mean that the inside of the west would be safe too. Like, so it's like the western half of the platform on the inside of the arena should be safe. And this is too much talking. We're not going to get anywhere until we actually get into trying it. I assume we're done since people have popped out.
Yeah.
We'd have at best like 10 minutes.
Yeah, they're probably not coming back. So it's a working theory. We will die to everything next lockout. Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Sorry.
Good
Good night.
See you.
Night, y'all.
It's a lot of talking. See you.
I'll put a scheduling thing with a reminder of what our next raid is. So,
Yep.
have a good
Sounds
night,
good.
everybody.
Good night.
Night.